What's going on? I'm Dan. This is Scented Waters, and today I have a review for you on a house called Fragrenza. But before we go any further, you know what to do. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell. So what I found out, it's a company that pretty much makes inspirations, imitations, clones, whatever you want to call it. So after speaking to the reps from Fragrenza, they pretty much said they make niche and designer fragrances that imitate popular ones that are out there for a lesser price. Make it more affordable. I say, okay, let me see what y'all got. Before we go into the actual fragrance themselves, let's go into the presentation, which is this cardboard box that says Fragrenza on it. It has like a little bit of a goldish look on the front with nice little design, nothing too fancy. You have like the ingredients on the back, not the scent ingredients, but the chemicals that they use to make this fragrance. And then on the inside, you have the bottle. So when it comes to the bottle, you have this 50 ml bottle with a sticker on the front that says Fragrenza on it, the name of the juice on it, and it's an eau de parfum concentration. Besides that, you have a plastic top, which is a little bit heavy, and your atomizer. From my understanding, this is the older atomizer, and I think they came up with a newer one because I think there was some complaining about leaking. I don't get any leaking off of this one, but you know what? When it comes to man-made things, anything can happen. The sprayer on these are pretty okay, not bad. Nice, good mist on it. First fragrance that was sent to me was Immortal Zeus, which is their interpretation of a Ventus from Creed. Second fragrance that was sent to me was Divino, which is their interpretation of Bleu de Chanel. I think it's the EDT version because I have the EDP and I'll talk to you about that. And also the third fragrance that I purchased for my lady to see what it's like is Naples Dance, which is their interpretation of Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb. Pretty much what this video is about is to see how close they are to the actual fragrances. Now, my take on it, I've actually tested Immortal Zeus for a little bit. These other two fragrances I actually received today, which is Divino and Naples Dance. When it comes to Immortal Zeus, at the beginning, it didn't really smell too much like a Ventus to me, so I thought it was a flop. But after I let it dry for a little bit, boy, it really started smelling like Creed, a Ventus. I have a decant of Creed Ventus, which is, I think is 18B11 batch, whatever that is, but it's like one of the newer batches from my understanding. Comparing it with Immortal Zeus, at first Immortal Zeus did not really smell like it to me off top, but after it dried down for a little bit, it really started picking up closer and closer and closer, where I smelled them both side by side, and honestly it was a really good, I'd say like about a 95% to me clone or comparison when it comes to the Ventus. When it comes to longevity to this lasted me like about a good 6 to 7 hours. Comparing the longevity to the Creed Ventus, it lasted me just about the same for me on my skin. So honestly, I think this cost like about 50 bucks, 59 bucks. I'll leave the information at the bottom. I think Fragrenza has a discount code on their Facebook website. Every now and then I think I see one on there. Immortal Zeus, Creed Ventus clone. Second fragrance that they gave me was Divino, which is their interpretation of Bleu de Chanel. I think the EDT version, because I have the eau de parfum version and it didn't really smell like it to me, but I've smelled the EDT once or twice, and to me kind of jogged my memory where it was almost similar. I'd have to really test it, but the smell that I got off of this, the scent that I got off of this was really good. I can't complain about this whatsoever. This one actually smelled pretty good. Now, this is only my first impression of it for today, which was a few hours ago. Now, comparing it with the Bleu de Chanel that I have here, which is the EDP version, it didn't smell alike. But Divino, when it dried down for like about maybe 15 minutes, it had a very familiar smell that smelled close to the Bleu de Chanel EDP. But when it comes to this, it actually smells very good. Divino, Fragrenza's take on Bleu de Chanel. Now, when it came to the fragrance that I bought, which was Naples Dance, it was their interpretation of Victor and Rolf's Flower Bomb. Now, when it came to the fragrance that I actually bought, which was Naples Dance, it's their interpretation of Victor and Rolf's Flower Bomb. After spraying this one on the test strip and this one on the test strip, I let them dry because after smelling this one at the beginning, it did not smell anything like this. But once the 15-minute mark came around, boy oh boy, I had my girl smell it, and she smelled this one first and then smelled this one with her eyes closed. She thought I had the same paper right in front of her the whole time. So I'll let you be the judge of that. Now, when it comes to longevity on this one and Divino, I can't really tell you because I haven't tested them out yet. When it comes to Naples Dance, their interpretation of Victor and Rolf's Flower Bomb, man, honestly, if this lasts as long as this one, I don't see a reason of buying this one, to be completely honest. Fragrenza, Y'all doing a great job. Y'all doing some sorcery over there. I don't know what it is, but this is pretty much on point. My first impressions on Fragrenza, I think it's a good clone house for you guys to check out. The prices from what I saw varied from like about $39 to $59. I think the designer fragrances that were interpretations were like about $39, and I think they varied in there up to the more niche ones that were like about $59. Once again, I'll leave the information in the description area, and then you guys can check it out. Tell me what you think. So there you go, guys. That's my take on a new interpretation house called Fragrenza. Now, I've only seen 2 other YouTubers review this house, which were Beard and Fragrance reviews and also Fragrance Journey. I'll leave the channel links in the bottom. So there you go, guys. That's my take on Fragrenza. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Have you guys smelled anything from the company? Have you bought anything from the company? What's the customer service like? Do you have any leaking from your bottle? That's another good thing. Quality control. Fragrenza, another company that's doing big things. But at the end of the day, it's just scented water.